Engineer 775 here. This is going to be an intro video to a project. Always got to have at least 50 projects going on as a prepper. Just picked this up. It is a 1970 Renegade 1, first Renegade, and I'm having fun with it. I'm actually testing it today. I'm trying to pull this tree down with it. So I've managed to split it in half with the Jeep so far, and it's about to come down. So I wanted to show you how tough this old Jeep was by pulling this pine tree down. This white pine, it's about 80 feet tall, and it's bigger than the Jeep around. No, I'm not doing that. Yes, the heat must have gotten to me, but what am I doing? It is 103, 104 degrees in the shade. I'm just out checking out my new Jeep. What I'm going to do, I found this Jeep while doing some other work for a customer, and we did some bartering. I like bartering labor, bartering equipment, and so we did a little trading for the Jeep, and glad to get this home. So I've been testing it, and I thought, what a good time to test the cooling system. Baxter and I have been cruising the trails. You can see how hot the puppy dog is. Yes, there's plenty of water for him to drink. Remember, this is Engineer 775. But anyway, the Jeep is doing great, staying cool, staying under 200 degrees. I have taken it out on the road, and it drops it right down. But in these trails, it's hot in the afternoon, and no wind blowing at all. It's staying cool. It's staying under 200. So I'm very happy so far with the cooling system. We're not overheating. And I've tested out the high and low range on it. So we're going to do a little testing. My goal for this little baby is to gasify it. You're saying, no, don't do it. Yes, I have to do it. But I'm going to dual fuel it. It's got a V6 225 Dauntless engine in it. And it's a perfect size for my gasifier. That's really the reason I got this thing, was because of the displacement of the engine. So anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to trailer. We're going to do something that a lot of people did with gasifiers in the past. Instead of putting the gasifier mounted onto the vehicle, they pull the trailer behind it with the gasifier in it. And I'm going to do that because that's going to give me a little more flexibility with this Jeep. I do have the canvas doors. I just took them off because I couldn't stand it inside this oven today. So anyway, it's all original. Got 44,000 miles on it. It's a 1970, and so far I'm just loving it. I just love these little short wheelbase vehicles like this. But it could be a good little bug out vehicle, especially with the ability to pull a trailer. Possibly the gasifier, and so doing some testing, and anyway, it's a great vehicle nonetheless. Prepping or no prepping, it's a lot of fun. So my daughter's been driving it. She's loving it. I don't know what is it with girls and Jeeps, but they seem to love them. So anyhow, that's it from Engineer 775 today, testing the cooling system. So think about, no matter what the weather, if it's hot or cold, test your preparations in extreme weather. A lot of folks in our country are going through it with the extreme weather, thunderstorms, and I just want to share a quick story. This morning I got an email from a customer of ours that we gave them a hand pump for their well, and they're in Northern Virginia, 460,000 people out of power, and they were so thankful that they had installed the pump. They've got water, and they had an RV, and so they didn't have to leave their location, as many people have gone to seek refuge in hotels and businesses that have power and cool air. They had to leave their location just from the excessive heat and no electricity. But these folks were able to stay in their location, and they had nice cold water from a hand pump retrofitted and put on their well. So that was very rewarding to get that email this morning. So anyway, just want to share that story with you. Keep on prepping. You don't know what you're going to face. You know, everybody thinks about the big things, the EMPs and the economic downturn, but you know, what about the heat wave? What about the storm? What about the storms as a result of the heat wave? What about all the damage from the trees falling? Well, anyway, Engineer 775 is signing off. I'm gonna just so this tree doesn't fall down later, I'm gonna pull it down with the Jeep. Just kidding. The heat must be getting to me. I'm not gonna beat on the Jeep. Just testing it right now, and what a day to test the radiator and the cooling system. So far so good. Engineer 775 signing off.